Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I've had a couple of animal spirits come up today, this morning especially. There was one wolf spirit. There's a guy on my softball team that I play softball with that his name is Wolf. His last name is Wolf. We call him Wolf. And I mentioned his name yesterday. And then this morning I saw the name Wolf on a truck, on a like a bumper sticker or something. And then it's like 3 different times. And then also, I was sitting at a light and I look over and on this jersey wall over here, it just says Wolf. I'm like, okay, I get the picture. So Wolf Spirit, I'm going to read that one. But then I was sitting here shuffling the cards from the Spirit Animal deck to talk to the Wolf Spirit and see what it had to say in here. Canary Spirit came out, which makes a lot of sense too. So I'm going to read that one too. Wolf Spirit feels very like shamanic. It feels like a guide, specific guide. That 111 on my recording. You have one and maybe you don't realize that you have one. I have one that I don't necessarily, I always like forget about, and I don't call on her as much as I probably should. I feel she's very present for me right now. I'll tell you about her in a second here. Let me find Wolf Spirit in here. So 144 on my recording. It feels like a her. She is a guide who shows up for me in my shamanic journeys or my Reiki, my Holy Fire Reiki journeys, and runs alongside me. We're always in the woods, and a lot of times we just run, and she runs alongside me. It's a sister energy. She even feels just a little bit younger than me, but super wise. And she's always got my back. She's just like, she's there with me. We have an adventure, she's there with me. We have a challenge, she's right there with me. We have to learn something, she's right there with me learning it. And she is very at ease being in her wolf self. I see her in like a headdress, like a wolf headdress, but then I also see her literally as the wolf. So she morphs and kind of a shapeshifter a little bit. I'm not sure why I'm telling you all of that, but maybe it'll resonate with you in some kind of way. That's who she is. That's how I see her. And I don't necessarily call on her as much as I probably should. But she's obviously very present. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Wolf Spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. I feel like, so I've been kind of disconnected from Reiki for a while now, and just last week I started, I had a medical procedure that I had to go through, and I was very nervous about it ahead of time, and the night before I gave myself Reiki, and I hadn't done that in a very long time. It was like, oh, I know what'll help, right? And so I feel like the Reiki has become a little bit more present. Something has opened up a little bit more in me to tune back into that guidance outside of me. Like maybe this shell of feeling alone or like wanting to protect myself or whatever. That guardedness has softened just a little bit. So that's kind of a big deal. And she's just showing me that when you open your heart, your guides will appear. Your help, the help you need, the guidance that you need will appear. Now, she's also telling you that there's something you're forgetting that you always really wanted. 444 on my recording. And it has something to do with magic. So like if you sit back and you look at when you were a kid, what did you always want to do or be when you grow up? Even if it's kind of fantastical. I'm just seeing like these two kids, these sisters that are sitting around playing and playing make believe, and she's like, "What did you always want to do?" You are the one you've been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. You're the one that you've been waiting for. So that also reminds me of the movie Frozen 2 with, again, the sister energy. That's literally what they said in one of the songs, is you're the one that you've been waiting for. But Elsa and Anna, Elsa is following the call, this calling, and she sometimes takes risks and she takes chances, and she just is so drawn by it, and she's so connected with it and thinks she knows all the things and knows how to do it, and that Anna doesn't know, and she wants to protect her, and so she keeps secrets from her or whatever. And Anna is there to say, okay, you have all this power, and yes, you know the things, but I know the things too, and doing this together makes way more sense, and I see things a little bit differently than you do, and that has value, and so let's do this together. Stop trying to do things by yourself. And it ends up that she was right at the end of the day, that it was the combination, the alchemy between the two of them that brought the wall down. Okay, so I was talking about that wall that I had too, that protective wall. There is something about leaning on your people, another person. It does feel like a peer energy, like not someone way older than you, like the way next generation or something like that. This is like a sister or brother on that same level as you energetically. They could be older than you, but energetically you guys match in the like sistery kind of way. Not like an ancestor or a grandmother or like wisdom that comes down the line like that. This is more on your, I'm just seeing them right next to you. Be still and know that the sound of your harmony, be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. So opening your heart back up again is super important. So the way to go about doing that is connecting with your spirit guides and the spirit of the earth too, is what I'm hearing. I feel a little bit of isolation, like you've been isolating yourself from connecting with your people or the sister energy or something like that. The appearance of wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you're truly in alignment with your destiny. So head that way. Protection message. What is unknown is still yet to be discovered. When wolf spirit appears, you're being told not to pretend you know something when you don't. You won't impress anyone with a little bit of knowledge. In fact, you rob yourself of a true experience in education if you tell yourself you're done learning or you don't have to know something. Be open, be humble, be teachable, and the world will open itself up for you like magic. Now is the time to look into the world with reverence and awe and an insatiable curiosity. You will never grow old if you're willing to keep learning. Wolf Spirit is waiting to be your mystical, loving guide. You're on the right path. You're headed in the right direction. But there's something that you refuse to ask for help about. Or there is something that you need to take a class on or learn or whatever, and you're resistant to learning about it for whatever reason. I know that I am. I have a resistance to higher education, to college. I have a trauma when it comes to the college environment. And I have a block to taking a class. Though it feels to me like there is something that I'm supposed to know more about. I'm resistant to doing it along the same lines of like the typical path to success where you go to college and you get a degree and you get a job because of the degree and blah, blah, blah. And it's less about learning and more about just acquiring a qualification or a piece of paper. There's a class that I need to take that I need to learn about. I don't know, I'm seeing Like some of I've signed up for classes before, just they're sitting there in my account, like waiting for me to do them. Or like MJ at Soulful Revolution has a bunch of classes. I've taken one, I just haven't quite finished it yet. I feel like there's another one there that I need to look into. Either way, take that how it resonates for you. But just keep an open mind too that, like, you don't know all the things. How could you possibly? And I have always wanted to have a teacher. It's like all my Reiki classes that I've taken too, like I always wanted to have that relationship, that teacher-student relationship, where the teacher was such a good teacher because they realized they didn't know all the things and that they were also always a student. So that teacher was always striving to learn more and know more and had the self-awareness to know that they were there in the classroom teaching the students, but there to also learn from something from the students or from the information that they were given. To like that student-teacher relationship and dynamic where the teacher is always a student, the teacher is learning from the students, and the students are learning from the teachers, and there's this kind of like back and forth. It's not a hierarchy. The openness of that way of thinking was always very appealing to me. And teaching my Reiki classes, I always wanted that to be the case too, that relationship between me and my students. And I hope that's what I achieved. I feel like there's something connected to that too. Like there's something from one of my students that I am meant to learn about, or like I wonder if one of them is offering a class or something like that, that I need to go and take their class and be one of their students now. I'm going to look into that. Okay. Canary spirit also. Sing your own song. This one makes a lot of sense to me. I recorded a reading yesterday, or the day before. I'll release it soon. About imposter syndrome. And this, like, it's been this speak your truth, be your truth, sing, be true to yourself, like free your voice and who you really are. But there has been so much like conditioning to like hold back who you are. It makes a lot of sense for what's been coming up lately. Are you suppressing your true voice? Perhaps trying to sing the song you think people want to hear instead of your own. You create a cage around your life. There's something else about the Reiki. You create a cage around your life when you express only what you think will help you fit in and get what you think you want. Are you hiding the real you, telling a safe story about yourself to others because you're afraid they will think you are too different if they knew the truth? I am 100% totally holding myself back with someone in my life in order to fit in with their ideals or to, I don't know, to not have them reject me. Like, and I feel like I'm holding back this super intuitive side of myself, the feminine, for fear that it is just too woo-woo or whatever. Canary spirit comes to help you express yourself in a more honest and authentic way. Yes, not everyone will agree with you. In fact, not everyone will want to hear your originality or accept your uniqueness. You must not give this a single care. No fucks to give. There will be plenty of people, opportunities, and wonderful new experiences that arise as if by magic once you open your own cage door and fly free. Canary Spirit is cheering for you and wants you to know you are safe and loved. Find your voice and have courage to spread your wings and sing out loud. The world needs your true song. So back to Frozen. Like, she hid her powers, she hid her gifts for fear that she wouldn't fit in, that people would be afraid of her, and that people would reject her. And ultimately, they did. And she went off to a place where she could be true to herself and just be free to be her. And at the end of the day, looped back around again and was the thing that all of these people actually needed. And they, you know, were being influenced by fear, but her fear was there holding her back too. People need you. People need, there's something very, very special about you. And that special is going to be made fun of and rejected by people who mean a lot to you. Some of them have matured enough that they can say, well, I don't agree with you, but I respect that you see things that way, or that you have something that you believe that deeply in. And there will be others that are just like, oh God, there's no way that I could like be with someone like that. Like, that's just whatever it is. I'm just seeing like somebody getting ghosted or something like that. It's gonna hurt. And it's also going to open up space for other people who come in, and it gives them the freedom to be themselves. It's like you're the pioneer for that, and you are going to give them the space to be that too. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. I'm telling you right now, it's going to hurt. Do it anyway. There's a video that I did. I'll look for it, and if I can find it, I'll put a card up here for it. Oh gosh, I'm pretty sure the title is Fuck Fear. So look back through the videos, or I'll post it here if I can find it. And it's like doing it anyway, like being brave. If you have to be on your own for a little bit in order to do that, there's a part of you that can't not be that anymore. Just can't not. Their way is not your way. It's not about fitting in. Though there is a place that you fit. There is. But until you break free of this mold that you have created to fit in a certain way, you're never going to know like what the freedom of being in a place that really fits feels like. Okay? Canary spirit, God love you. Sing! I have another video too that I was led to yesterday. I don't know even where it came from or how it came back into my awareness, and like maybe somebody commented or something and it came back up again. And so I rewatched it, and it's definitely a message from the angels and the guides. And it really is about getting back in touch with the guidance that's out there for you. And it just makes life so much easier. You've been struggling to fit in over here, and you've been so closed off because their way of doing it is less open-hearted, and it's more like linear and like not your way. You got to be led by your intuition and by feeling and flow and the magic of the universe and the way signs and synchronicities and stuff like that. Following the clues that you just believe so deeply are the like language of the universe. It's called something about trust and sing, a message from the angels. I'll post that up here too if I find that. Let me write that down. Yeah, so that's that. Sing. Be you. You need help figuring out how to do that or bust through the resistance, or you need me to sit next to you as you mourn the loss of those that are going to reject you. I'm right here with you. Best way to get in touch with me is through my email. My email address is down in the box below. If you want to do a session, if you want to do a Reiki session, if you want to do a reading, there's Reiki in the reading too that'll help to heal that and soothe that and help you move forward through that next step back into that authentic part of you again. Yeah, get in touch with me. Love you.